And hola, ¿cómo están, my love muffins and enchiladas? Happy Wednesday! It's Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition, and I'm here to do your daily soul guidance, your daily spiritual message, your daily reflection. This is an important message from your soul. This is what your soul would like you to know in this very moment. Oh, love muffins, I just want to let all of you beautiful souls know that have reached out to me. Oh my God, like via email, and I'm seeing in my DMs on Instagram. If I have not gotten to you, I'm getting to you. I have gotten an overwhelming pour of love, and all of you beautiful love muffins are booking and hitting me up about the healing session, okay, where we pick a topic and work through it. 33 minutes and 33 seconds, okay, for $33.33. All of you guys have reached out to me, okay, and oh my God, I'm just, oh my, y'all hear it. I'm completely speechless. I can't wait to see the magic that takes place, all of the goodness that unfolds as we work through this topic. You know, I've seen some about life purpose, expansion, love, yourself. I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. So many with life purpose, so many about your spiritual journey. Like, you guys are really going deep and connecting with yourself. I just can't wait. I can't wait to work together. I can't freaking wait. Okay. So I am getting through those emails and I'm taking the time to actually read them, guys. So I am a one woman show, honey, but I am getting back to you. I love you guys so freaking much. So, my love muffins, I hope that on this beautiful Wednesday or whenever you are watching this video, that you have done the norm. And what is that for us? That you have said some positive affirmations about your life and where your life is going. If you haven't, and even if you have, let me give you an affirmation just to say, to repeat to yourself, write it down. That affirmation for you is that I now move into a new era of prosperity and abundance. When you say these words, I now move into a new era of prosperity and abundance. Do you know what you're saying to yourself? Do you know what you're speaking over your life? Do you know what you're calling forth? Do you know the invitations that you are sending out into the universe and to your job, into your workspace, and to your families, and to your friends? You are only calling forth the highest, the most delicious situations and experiences into your life. So say it, feel it, picture certain scenarios, things happening that you enjoy, that you want to see when it comes to prosperity and abundance in love, in your career, all highest situations here. I now move into a new era of prosperity and abundance. I don't care what yesterday looks like. I don't care what 2 minutes ago looked like. Right now in this, what you're calling forth by saying this, by repeating this to yourself, I now move into a new era of prosperity and abundance, whatever that is defined for you. Speak that over yourself. Okay, I hope that you have watched something on a spiritual note, did something on a spiritual note, took your tail outside, loved on nature, got your feet wet within the grass, because it's kind of wet and kind of cold down here in Florida, Tampa, particularly. But still, that's not going to stop me. I'm still going on in the dewy grass and, putting my feet there, just breathing in the air, looking at the trees, allowing the sun, allowing the wind to blow on my skin. Okay? So make sure at some point, my loves, that you do that today. So what I want to do, I pulled some from my sacred self-care deck. I pulled some cards of how you can really connect with yourself and really lift your vibration in this very moment whenever you're seeing it. Then we're going to go ahead and pull the daily soul guidance. What does your soul want you to know on this beautiful Wednesday or whenever you are watching this video? It is a timeless guidance, okay? But before we get there, I want to share a situation. I want to share something with you, okay? How it totally flipped my perspective of life. and everything. So, so you know how we can let certain situations, certain experiences, certain people, um, mind you, we take ownership. Can't nobody make you do nothing. We let certain things rob us of our joy, rob us of our peace. And something that a situation that I want to use on a global scale. If I say this name wrong, please forgive me, but you know that virus, the corona, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but you know that. You know when that started to come in, and just how, you go to the store, all of the water is gone. I had to get Aquafina, and I'm like, are you kidding me? And just regular grocery shopping, all of the, the little hand sanitizing and things, y'all know the stores were sold out and everything. And people were really, afraid if somebody coughed. You've seen the meme, you've seen all of the things that they're saying, especially if you're on Instagram. Um, and when the death total started to go up, I was seeing this particular paper, like where it was telling you, like, today, 109 people have passed away because of the virus. And then it said also today, and it starts to break down different events, different things, people that have passed from heart disease or diabetes or suicide, and the total was, crazy. However, that's we want to say, we could lever with that and say, if you eat healthy, you eat right, then it wouldn't be there. So you can't compare that to the coronavirus or things like that. But the thing that stood out for me on this list, and I was like, what the, are you serious for me? Because if you stay in Florida, the South, this thing is unavoidable, okay? It's unavoidable. Unavoidable, you know that word. But it said mosquitoes, okay? Mosquitoes killed 2,000, I think 2,049 people a day. A day. Mosquitoes. Something that is here, but for me, if I take my tail by the park in my complex at 7 p.m., I am a full-time course meal. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Like, mosquitoes are unavoidable in Florida, in Tampa especially. If you stay by a swamp, because we have like a lot of swamps, a lot of lakes, you're going to run into a mosquito. You could take it, go outside at 7 o'clock. Like, they will find their way in your house. This is unavoidable. And they are taking people out by the thousands a day. Now, I said all that to say this. When I read that, and with all the hype and everybody, acting crazy, it's easy to like fall into that pattern. It's easy to get like, oh my God, it's easy to worry. It's easy to let fear or whatever, some situation, rob you of your joy, rob you of your peace. But we have to come into this mindset where we take ownership and responsibility, okay? And say how things are going to play out and what you are going to allow to move you, what you're going to allow to install that fear in you. Are you going to accept it? Just because something is offered to you, you don't have to accept it. Baby, that's where taste and class comes in, okay? And use a classy, spiffy young lady or young man. But for me, when I read that, I said, shit, what's the point of worrying? A mosquito, something that is unavoidable, can take me out. You know what I'm going to do right in this moment? Like, I promise you guys, when I read that everything that I felt about that virus, everything that I felt about anything in life, I promise you, it started to dissolve. A mosquito, you're not asking for it. You can be the healthy, you can do everything you want. A mosquito can take you out of here. And I feel like why the divine showed me that is because worrying is pointless. That is just something to rob you, to stagnate you, to knock you off focus. In this meantime, I had a beautiful soul. We were talking, and she was we were talking about something, because I didn't really ask her, can we speak about it, so I can't really say it, guys. Needless to say, we were talking about something, and she was like, she was worried about this thing, and like I told her, I said, listen, this thing that you're worrying about, it was towards her health. I was like, do the steps that you're being guided to do, but do not let that rob you of your peace, your mind, your joy, because honestly, mosquitoes out here taking 2,000 people out a day. Period. My thing is, instead of looking at focusing on that thing that's going wrong, think about, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Or who do you want to be? What do you want to leave on this world? Because a mosquito might take you out. Don't even think about, I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying, guys? Listen, it's pointless to, worry at times. And Spirit brought that to me. And I'm not saying that it's not a human emotion. We do that. You see me, I shared mine with you guys. But it's all about, what do you choose to do in those moments? When you fall, are you going to stay down, or are you going to get back up? What are you going to do? And that thing with that mosquito, like, that cured every little fear that I had. I'm telling you, because it's like, at this point, just live and be happy. Allow things to unfold. You understand me? Go for everything that it is that you desire, that you want. So if I can leave today in this moment, I want to leave you with that. I told her, don't worry about that. My thing is, don't die with your music still inside you. What is it that you want to leash up, on this world? What is it that you want to experience? Do you want to travel, book back to all these beautiful places? What do you want to do? Do you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a singer, a dancer, a teacher? What do you want to do? Don't die with your desires heart still in you. You came here to fulfill it in this lifetime. Do it. Make a bucket list. Sometimes we out here stressed about a relationship, in a relationship with people we know we ain't got no damn business about. When mosquitoes out here taking people 1,000, at 1,000 a time. Be with somebody that you really want to be with. Remove yourself from that situation. Start that business. Do whatever it is that you desire to do. I'm telling you. And if you realize that it's hard for you to do that, here's an affirmation that I want you to write down, that I want you to screenshot. And in those moments, or just, whenever anxiety or worry or fear or doubt starts to come, I want you to say this to yourself. And it is simply, difficulties no longer burden me. I easily solve all problems. Do you hear me? By the beautiful Louise Hay. Difficulties no longer burden me. I easily solve all problems. Okay? So on an intuitive note, that is what I want to leave you with. A little toriology. Okay? Tarot and my intuition. The wisdom that lies within my belly. That is what I want to leave you guys with. On an intuitive note, okay? So, my loves, we're going to go ahead and get, what message does your soul want you to know today, okay? Let's see. We're going to pull from right here. We're going to pull what message, or what important message does your soul have to say to you today. We're going to pull one card here. Then we're going to get some guidance, okay? 3 oracles and then 3 tarot. So let's just see. Above all, what would your soul like you to know today? What does your soul want you to know today? Okay, that came out good. Okay. Should we pull 3, guys? What do you think? We should pull 3? Yep, I'm gonna do it. What does your soul want you to know today? All right. I flipped out of there. Okay. So I think we did it like this. What your soul wants you to know. Important messages from your soul. And then down below will be the guidance. Okay. for in this moment in time. Ooh, let's see. These are the sacred oracle. No, no, no. The sacred destiny oracle cards. Okay. I love, it's by Denise. I love her. I have her book. I have practically all of her oracle cards, but I think two. I have her soul. I have her sacred travelers. I have her sacred destiny. Um, I'm going to actually be doing, because someone asked me, I love Muffin asked me, what are some of my favorite oracle decks? And I'm going to be, and tarot decks and letting you guys know. And every deck that I have, it's going to be kind of weird. I don't buy a deck, just because decks call to me. Like, yeah, I actually like tried to buy some where it was just, on a wing, and I end up giving them away. Every deck has called my name. Okay. So what guidance do you have for the beautiful soul that is watching this video, Spirit? What would you like them to know in this very moment? What would their soul, their intuition, their higher self, okay? Y'all seeing these two come out. Nope. This came over here. And I've already shuffled these and I'm stuck them, so. Okay, what message does your self want you to know right now? Guidance do you have? All right. Okay. Let's see. Guidance you have, Spirit. Would you like to clarify? Let me clarify this one really quick, guys. Okay. So, firstly, what we're going to do, guys, is just see how can you connect with yourself today in this very moment. So I pulled some cards to see how you can just connect with yourself on and this really help and rise your vibration today. We have read something meaningful, okay? Pick up your favorite book. And it can be spiritual, it can't be spiritual. It can be something that moves you. It can be something that like you enjoy. Like I used to love reading I love historical romances still to this day. And that's one of the things that I plan to really getting back into because it's have some fun, or even research something that it is that you want, Reiki healing, crystal, something that really sparks your interest. Oh my God, guys, I wish you guys could see the sun coming through my window. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, but take some time to read something meaningful, okay? Read something that's going to really help lift your vibration, okay? That's delicious for you, okay? So that's one way to shift your vibration. Read your craft, whether it's a cookbook, whether it's something about, painting, whatever it is. Read something meaningful to you. I also have soak in the tub, okay? Get you some flowers, get you some lavender, light a candle, surround your crystals around you, male or female. Listen, soak in the tub. Allow whatever is on you to melt away. Allow, this bath to restore you. Set an intent, okay? Soak in the tub with your favorite cup of coffee, with your favorite tea, okay? That screams like just some intimate me time in that bathroom. And also create art. Do something that you love. Draw, paint, dance, sing, create art. For my best friend, her name is Jaleesa. I love her so much. Her birthday was yesterday, guys. And for her birthday, she's actually having doing paint with a twist, like paint with wine, and that little thing where you create and you drink and you celebrate. Do something, create art. Do something that lights you up. Okay? Do something that lights you up. Create. This is a time to create right now. And I feel like it's going to lift your vibration when you make a decision to do so. Okay. Let's move this out of the way, guys. So let's see. So here we go. This is what your soul would like you to know. First thing your soul wants you to know on this beautiful Wednesday or whenever you're watching this video. Okay. Ooh, I do not know this tree. Hold on. I think it's Baba. I don't know. But I'm actually going to, read it some. But I just want to, just from this picture, the first thing that really stands out to me is the strength. So I feel like your soul is wanting you to stand in your strength, no matter, what's in your view, because, we see this tree, but it looks a little deserted, stand. Right now is a time for you to be grounded in your truth and to be grounded in your strength. Know that no matter what comes your way, you're more than capable. Okay, guys, so I want to read this tree. I'm so happy they put the trees in order. Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh, look, root. This is all about your roots, your being. So right now in this very moment, it's very important that you stand in your truth, that you stand in who you are, what it is that you desire. This tree also brings a message of survival. It says, have faith in the universe's ability to provide you with exactly what you need whenever you need it, and to offer you spiritual protection. Remember, we seen protection fly out of here. Come on, guys. Use your resources and talents to get the most out of every day. So listen, what I'm hearing right now, that in this very moment, trust the universe. And one way that a sign or to show that you trust the universe is when you make a conscious decision to show up. Whatever you're being asked to do, what's being placed on your intuition, show up. Okay? Show up in your marriage. Show up in your relationships. Show up in yourself. Show up in your career. Show up in your passions. And watch the beautiful things that unfold. Look, blessings and leadership. You're being, whatever is out of balance, okay? Or to really cultivate more prosperity and abundance in any form, be it in career, in your finances, be it in love, be it within your healing journey, be it within your spiritual journey, whatever it is, you're being asked to step up. Leadership. This root, like this tree, looks solid. Look at it. It looks solid, don't it? Like, and everything else around it might, disintegrate, but this tree ain't going nowhere. And this is what spirit needs you to do when it comes to your dreams. Be planted in your dreams. Be willing to take leadership. Okay? This is how you get the blessings. But it's going to require you to take ownership. Whatever it is you're looking at in this moment, it's going to require you to own it. Own it. Okay? Own your healing journey. Own your craft. Own your truth. You're being asked to really step out of your comfort zone. You're being asked to step out of the norm. You're being asked to, be in a place of leadership in some form in your life. And I love the definition of this card in the book with the leadership. It talks about your North Star. We know what that is. Your North Star is your truth. It's your ultimate path. As I just said that, guys, my throat chakra wanted to close up on me. So I feel like it's time for you to stand in your truth, but not only stand in your truth, but give it your all. There's something that needs your attention. It could be your healing journey. It could be your spiritual journey. It could be, you know, something, a person, place, situation, thing that is really requiring you to step up in your leadership and be your north star, to be your north star. Okay? It says in Western culture, we wish upon a star because the stars represent all that is illuminating and enchanting. They symbolically inspire inspiration, imagination, and wonder. Native people use the stars to find their way in the night. The North Star was often used as a kind of compass to make sure one was going in the right direction. The North Star symbolized direction and guidance. It is a guiding light for those who can't find their way. It's one of the brightest stars in its constellation. Ooh. Because even remember the North Star back in slavery. I just watched that movie. What was it? Harry Tubman. If I said her name, please forgive me if I said it wrong. But I just watched that movie and it was so liberating and so beautiful. And people literally, and I love how she said, you know, she got her wisdom from God. You know, God is God. Listen, source is all things. When you're hearing a notion to go somewhere to do something, you know, that is the divine. In your intuition, that is the divine. That is everything sacred. You know, and when we listen to our intuition, this is how the blessings find us, but it's going to take you to step up because 9 times out of 10, your intuition, like in that movie, if you haven't seen it or if you have seen it, what your intuition is telling you to do, what the divine is telling you to do, it probably seems crazy to the normal person. It probably seemed a little crazy to you. But I promise you, when you step up and take that leadership role, this is when the blessings happen. Okay? This is when it happens. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your capabilities because you're protected right here with the 4 of stones. 4 of stones. I'm thinking about stones. Literally, you know, it's like those little desserts. Don't mind me, guys. But the 4 of stones, protection. You're protected. When you know that you're protected and you can't fail, you know that what you need is going to be provided. What are you going to do? You're going to move forward. Okay? So, Spirit is saying, act as is, because this is true. And when you do, this is when things come into a balance right here. Whatever had you worrying, whatever you felt like was unattainable, this is when it comes into balance right here. And it says, the sacred landscape wants you to know, just as the North Star is a beacon for travelers in the dark of the night, you are a beacon for others. It's time to step into the light and take your leadership role. You are a teacher, steward, guardian, and healer, a true leader. Own these gifts. Come into the light. Don't hold back. Let the world see your light. The greatest leaders are those who know how to survive and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. If you have been hiding in the background, it's time to break out because the light for others. It's time to break out and become the light for others. Through this, your star shines brightly. So I really feel like a lot of things that's coming up, like I told you, I'm seeing it with the in the healing session, a lot of expansion. You know, people asking how can they expand, also with their life purpose, defining that. How do they really flow in that? Oh my God, amazing things. Now remember I said, you know, to the dreamer, there is a dream. Every single beautiful soul who came here, our dreams may be different, but you came here to unleash your magic in this world. You understand me? And Spirit is saying it's time. It's time to create. It's time to allow your magic in this world. Okay? That's what I'm really feeling right now. And you know, this is how you're blessing. By you being a blessing to someone else, You're going to get blessed. You know, ask anybody who has had a personal session with me. You know that it's $88.88. And practically, we were kind of doing the same thing that I'm going to be doing in a healing session that I did for 33333. You know, I'm into numbers, and three is the number of creation. And listen, when you give your all, when you put yourself out there, understand karma is going to come for you. And it's going to come for you in the sweetest way. It's all about the seed that you plant, baby. Don't be fearful. Don't overthink it. When you show up and ask, how can I show up? How can I be of service? What can I do? Man, the universe, the divine, man, listen, everyone loves that is a perfect situation for endless blessings to find you. I have spoken to so many of you amazing souls, and just hearing your stories and just hearing what you've been through, and all what you want to unleash upon the world. Spirit is saying, don't be fearful. Stand in your courage. Stand in your truth. Do it. And some of you, you guys are there's teachers just through your experiences, your life stories. That's your credentials. Sometimes we're waiting on someone to certify us. Those titles are good to have, but honest to God, I never will forget, guys, when I finished, because, I had dropped out of high school in the 9th grade. Then I went back and got my high school diploma, and then I went, I had accomplished that. And then I went to ATC down here in Tampa. I went to community college. And then after community college, my plan was to do that and then transfer over into a university. But what I was going to go for was to be a psychiatrist, okay? And I seen just how many years and how long it was going to take. Not saying that it's something that I'm not going to go back to, but in that time, I knew that I wanted to do this. I knew that I wanted to help be a life coach. I knew that I wanted to help, do, boom, 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 bam, bam. I knew I wanted to be doing what I'm doing today. And at the time, I just didn't, what I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to be that, because I felt like I just thought I needed all these degrees. I just needed all these things. I needed all these certificates. Not saying that it's nothing wrong with expanding yourself. But you ever know, you'll let that thing, because you don't have it, stop you from doing it at all? I know a person like that. And this person is so freaking talented. I'm like, girl, what is you doing? That's not going to be why you're going to stay stagnant. No, you're going to do what you got to do now and still do that. You understand me? Had I waited that, I was completely crushed. I was like, you know what? 10 years before I could even really help somebody, or do. So guess what? Spirit told me, Latoria, look at your life from your childhood, overcoming starvation, learning how to love yourself, know your worth, and accept yourself wholeheartedly, being 333 pounds, having to start from ground zero. You know how to do this. You didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. You were stuck in a job paying you $8.50, actually $8.15. You know what I'm saying? You were just living to pay bills. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, you were stuck in a cult. Girl, and you broke yourself out of all that. Somebody needs to know that. Look at what happened to you. Listen, you want to be, a therapist. You want to help people cultivate the love that they want, the dream that they want. You are the living vessel. You are the person that first had to go through experience. Now you can tell people, I'll be doing this thing. Manifest love with me. Whereas all these, these little exercises and the things we're going to actually look at and pull things back deeper, heal those things. That's the first thing. And I realized that it all begins with you first. Some of you are certified. You're teachers. You're very much capable, of doing that. I feel like that certificate or thing is just going to make you feel like what you already have is valid. But sometimes you got to go without that. Allow your experience, you, who you are, and what you have experienced. You know? Not saying those things, you shouldn't get those things, but don't be that. Don't be that's why you can't start. You know what I mean? Somebody know exactly what I'm talking about. You know? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't let that be the reason why you're not fully, out there doing it. Okay? So, let's see what else your soul wants you to know on this beautiful Wednesday or whenever you are watching this video. We have, I want to say ash, potential, and look, the queen of vessels. Bro, when you step up, when you go in a place of leadership, when you dare to do it first, when you dare to trust yourself, when you dare to, trust your abilities, when you dare to trust in the divine, listen, look at this fire right here. I feel like this is like your passion, your burning fire, the burning bush. So much desire. And we got potential. I want to read what this card talks about. And on top of it, we got the best card. I love this card. When it comes to seeing this as means a yes, this means abundance, be it in love. This is the kind of person that you want to see in the Wildwood Tarot deck. This means financial freedom. All of these beautiful things happening. Oh, y'all, listen. You see this right here? This tree, this card, it deals with mastery, healing. Listen, if you are about your healing journey, this is why for me, like I was telling the beautiful Kate Moon, and you know what? When I go through these phases, I'm definitely going to share them more, and not only share them after I make it out, but as I'm going through it, because I'm that whole week that I didn't post, guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I couldn't do a daily guidance. I couldn't do that because one thing about me is I take my healing journey. I take what I do very seriously. And I pride myself on being transparent and being truthful. And how the hell could I tell y'all to meditate that week and I wasn't meditating my damn self? How could I tell you to try to look and find the beauty and I wasn't looking and finding the beauty my damn self? So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing it. And I shut down personals too, and I sent emails like, seriously, I will not. And I was talking to the beautiful K Moon, and she was like, definitely share those experiences with us, because the truth of the matter is, guys, you're not always going to feel like meditating. You're not always going to feel like doing certain things. You're not going to always feel like finding the beauty. You're just not. And in those moments, I want you to know that you're preparing yourself for something greater. That is self-mastery. Okay? So listen. Now, when you stand in your leadership, because sometimes we're afraid to go forth, because we're afraid that we're going to fail. And even if you fail, it's a perfect time to master something. Repetition is the mother skill. The more you do it, the more you get comfortable with it. If you don't move forth, you'll never know. In this card, it says, gain mastery over yourself by accepting who you are and fearlessly looking at all aspects of yourself, of your personality. Strive to be the objective and rational rather than being swept along by subject emotions. Because sometimes we will let our emotions take us to a whole nother realm. And this is what I want to read you. I want to read if it's upside down, okay? So it talks about, is your life lacking sweetness? Perhaps you are working too hard or you are taking life too seriously. Try to introduce at least one enjoyable activity into each day and cultivate your relationship with the people around you. Now, again, like the beautiful K Moon said, Tori, it's nothing. We all have those moments, and to actually share that and show that, you never know how much potential that can spark in somebody else. Because believe it or not, we are all wanting. Tony Robbins talks about this, the 6 basic needs of, humans. One of the things that we take comfort in humans, okay, even if you try not to, it's kind of sometimes it's unavoidable, is to know that we're not alone. We're not crazy. Okay, I'm not the only one experiencing some shit like this. You get what I'm saying? Like, all right, like, so much potential can come out of you mastering yourself, mastering your craft, mastering your art, standing in your truth. Okay? So many blessings, so many things can come. It truly, truly can. However, you have to dare to take leadership. Stand in a position of leadership for your life. Take responsibility. Okay? And we have the Scott Pine. I just seen that. Wow. And we got truth. Ooh, this card is beautiful. Isn't that like the tree of life? You know, truth. Truth is liberating. Truth is beautiful, and sometimes it's not beautiful. Truth is light and dark. Truth is duality. Am I saying that right, guys? Basically, light and dark. Truth feels good at times, and at times it doesn't feel good. But that's balance right here. It's what's needed right here. Because truth is what brings forth healing. Truth is what brings forth change. Oh, wow. You know, the Scott Pine, it represents healing, okay? And construction. And what does truth bring forth? It brings forth healing. The shaman, the ultimate healing, ancient healings. This is what puts you in alignment right here. We're always building something. The question is it in alignment with your truth? Is it in alignment with your truth? Is your heart's desires. And sometimes you have to go through the dark to get to the light. That's the truth. And it says, are you building the life you want? Or do you feel dissatisfied because something is not working out in the way you would like? Look beyond the day-to-day difficulties to gain a clearer view of where and how you need to make changes. And then ask yourself, is your life cluttered with too many commitments or possessions? Are you holding on to them because you truly need them or because they are familiar and you are unwilling to discard them? Perhaps it is time to let some of them go, like for truth. Now, I want to say is the flame that brings change. Now, like I told you, truth could be light, truth could be dark. I want to say the lighter truths are your heart's desires, the things that make you feel good. This could be very truth. Now, the darker truths are these things enabling you or helping you? Are these things truly good for you, even though they feel good for you? There's a balance. I feel like that you're mastering in your life, or Spirit is asking you to look at when it comes to these truths. You know, is that relationship good for you in this moment of time? Is it, even though it's true that you care about this person and you love them, but are they what's best for your mental health right now? Are they what's best for your spiritual journey right now? Are they what's best for you physically? Career, darker truth. You don't like this job, but it makes you money. Okay? You don't like doing this, but it gets you what you need in this moment. A lighter truth when it comes to career. There is a position for you that will make you more money, give you the weekends, give you whatever it is that you want, okay? But it's going to require you to apply. And though you don't feel like you have the credentials, you have to take a step out on faith. And you taking a step on faith is you actually applying action and going after this thing and pursuing this thing. Truth is simply the key to change. And to get the most beautiful change, it's time for you to take up leadership and follow your truth. Because I can tell you truth that will spark change. But is it the truth you need to hear? Is it the truth that you need to follow? That's the question. And in this, look, picture, you have an image blowing. I want to read this. With this truth card, we have the song of the wind. Wind is in the realm of the air elements. One of the 4 elements of life: air, water, fire, and earth. Air takes form in the oxygen we breathe, as well as in breezes that we feel. It also represents our communication skills. When we speak, it is the air that passes through our mouths that allows us to speak and communicate. Wind is also prana, the source of life. As you communicate your truth to yourself and others, you'll find new energy and vitality emerging within your life. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Be honest with yourself and speak from your heart. Find your truth. Listen to what is sincere and honest in others. One of the most difficult things to know is what's true for you and what isn't. Now, didn't I just say that? Sometimes it takes sincere silence to find your inner voice of truth. But once you find it, let go of anything in your life that isn't authentic to it. Share your truth with others. Release relationships in which you can't be yourself and can't be free. Period. Career, people, it don't matter. Family, it don't matter. Being genuine can allow your spirit to fly and the song of your soul to be heard in the universe. My love, what a time to be alive. What a time to create. Nothing is stopping you. Your only limitation is yourself, period. And Tori can tell you that because that is something that Tori had to see. Ain't nothing. Fear nothing. It can't get inside of me. People's word, it can't get inside of me unless I allow it. How do you build that armor? How do you build that strength? It's by constantly working on your healing journey, constantly being open, listening to positive things, listening to affirmation, listening to things that motivate you, looking at your truth, looking at the things that cripple you, and be willing to own up to it, take leadership, and do what it is that you need to do to remove it. Okay, my love. So if this has sparked something in you, you definitely want to check out the healing session for the month of March, where we work through you pick a topic and we work through it for $33.33, and it is via phone, and it's via phone, and it's 33 minutes and 33 seconds. We pick a topic and we work through it. Okay, so I love you guys so freaking much. Go have an amazing day, and I'm going to start putting out your monthly spiritual guidance today. Fire is done and water is done. So as I get them done, I'm going to upload them. So if you're like, okay, where's my sign? Just know they're coming. Okay, I love you guys, and I will catch you on my channel. Take care.